have to work in Formula One, really looking for every little aspect on the car, on the team effort, on the atmosphere within the team, and then things start to slowly unfold themselves without any big push, you know. And but it's a big way to go there.
Great, thank you very much, Alex. And now, Mr. Suzuki, focusing hard, concentrating. I got one for you. We all know Mr. Suzuki started off as an F1 driver, but now you're a team principal. So, what are some of the biggest challenges you face managing an F1 team?
Yeah, it's very difficult to say, but I prefer is racing driver better than the management job. Because
really?
his driver is very strong character. It's very difficult to control each driver or something like that.
Do they fight with you?
Yeah, and also maybe some people know he's my competitor. Is about 12 years ago or something like that.
I was 12. Yes.
Yes. So. But he's very strong and still he driving in Formula One. It's very good. But yeah, anyway, it's very difficult to say how to good is management in the Formula One. So maybe somebody knows in this question. I want to know.
Anybody? Okay, maybe later on. I think we got some questions for Luca now.
We have some questions for the handsome young gun here. All right, so life must be very exciting for you, Luca, at 22. You've charted a pretty stellar career. You're currently racing for Meritus in the GP2 Asia circuit. What is the biggest difference between racing a GP2 race car compared to the F1 racing machine? In particular, Honda's RA108.
The biggest difference is that when you get out of the car, you have 50 people around you instead of 5 people I have in the GP2 team. So I got confused when I was testing last year, and I didn't know even who to talk with. But anyway, the biggest difference is the power. Maybe it's 200 horsepower difference. And now both cars are running without traction control, so this is a bit closer now this year. And anyway, GP2 is the highest category below F1, and the difference is big but not huge, so it's the best training you can have to get ready for F1. So looking forward to this GP2 season, and then racing for Meritus is going well. We won last race in Indonesia, so looking forward to this weekend.
Excellent, excellent. And about the Honda Young Driver Program, what do you think makes the Honda Young Driver Program unique?
First of all, it's great that Honda is looking for young drivers and is trying to help us and to teach us how to become, you know, a professional driver. So what I have to do this season is just learn to these guys and just listen and look at what they are doing, to try and do something similar for my future, and then I'll have some tests during the season.
Excellent. And I'm sure everybody's wondering, how many years do you think it's going to take you to make the transition from the GP2 to the F1 circuit?
3 weeks! 3 weeks? Someone said 3 weeks. What do you think, Luca?
How many years sounds bad, so I hope less. But I don't know, I just need to focus on my GP2 this year, and okay, that's my dream, that's my goal, but I don't want to look too much far away.
Excellent. I'm sure everybody has faith in you. Good luck.
Okay, now we got a question for Anthony, because you're all the way over there. We got our eyes on you, so Alvin, you got a question?
Okay, this one's for Anthony. What do you think of the banning of traction control for this season in F1?
Yeah, good question. It's I think definitely a positive thing. I think the best drivers do show through when you don't have this traction control. But even though when we had the traction control, it wasn't like you would imagine it to be. It wasn't like a road car, say like the incredible traction control system that they have in Honda road cars, for instance. It wasn't as easy to drive. It could still spin the wheels, and you could still spin on the exit of a corner if you were too hard on the acceleration. But now it's a lot more fun. The cars can move, you can spin the wheels a lot. The starts are very tricky to get right, and the starts of the races on the first lap is when the tyres are cold. It's pretty hard to control when you're fighting all the other cars as well. So it's good fun, and I think it's better for the fans as well to watch. I think it takes more of a skill to drive them, so it's a good thing.
Great, thank you, Anthony. It's definitely more fun to watch for all of us. Okay, now Alex, your past teams, they've given you much kudos for your, technical input and your experience, especially, in test programs. In fact, let me see, you've been tagged as, quote, the articulate, technically minded Formula One driver. Wow, that's so inspiring. What is your take on the RA108?
Well, I had to pay a lot of money for
You
this
got that
point.
tag?
Yeah.
Now we know.
Well, if they say so, thank you very much. Well, the car at the beginning, the launch track was, let's say, a little bit basic. So then 2 months in the winter, we really had to work hard. And there are many aspects of working hard in a team. It's not only on the car, it's the structures, it's the operational skills within the organization. And all of this got pretty sharp within very short time, with a few key people arriving like Ross Brown, Steve Clark from McLaren, and possibly down to my person from the testing point of view. And together with what they knew already, and very strong will to improve from the Honda people, I think we already made a big step forward. We found more than 1 second in the car, which I have never done in my 11 years of Formula One. And that just shows that we can do it and that we're on the right track. And it's very important to see that move forward in such a period of time, because that just proves to me that we can still go a long way towards the end of the season.
Great. And Ruben, speaking of the RA108,
Yeah, what are your expectations for the RA108 this racing season?
yep.
Well, the great thing was that, like Alex said, we made an effort of improving the car since the beginning of the year. That it results in 1 second on the track, which was great. So our main problem last year was developing the car into the wind tunnel and never actually transforming on the racetrack, so it was never real. This year we can prove that it is, and we have so many more new packages coming this year, so it does give you the confidence that we're gonna make, we gotta make this car at least another second faster to be able to fight for podiums at the end of the year. So I look forward to that.
We look forward to it as well. I think we have a final question, right, Albi?
Yes, on a lighter note, Alex, you are much taller than any driver we've had here at our Honda Malaysia parties. So we're wondering, is it hard to fit into the F1 car?
You can be honest with us.
Well, it's hard to fit, but I have much more space for the sponsors.
Hint, hint.
Yeah, exactly. And the girls like it too. So.
I'm sorry, the girls like it.
Apparently, yes.
That's always a bonus point, right? Okay, well, thank you so much. Albi and I think we're done. But,
We are done, but we still have some time for the media on the floor to ask a few questions. Can I remind you to keep the questions non-personal and
Yeah.
all about F1 towards
Of
our
course.
racers, please?
I can see
please.
already you guys are dying to ask some questions. This is like a once-in-a-lifetime thing, so anybody, raise your hands if you have a question for the racers.